Hi, this is Brent from Which Edition, and I'm going to show you how you can use the Which Edition website to save money on your textbook purchases for college. We're going to use in this example this Introductory Chemistry class from Ivy Tech Community College, their spring semester. And we have the syllabus on the screen in front of us, and let's go and look at the required textbooks. There are two textbooks required by this course, Introductory Chemistry and Conceptual Chemistry. And I'm just going to take the author name and copy of that and take it to the Which Edition website. Here on the front page, there's a search box. I'll paste the author name into there. His name is Bauer, and it'll come back with results by that author. Here's Introduction to Chemistry. And this screen gives a side-by-side comparison of the current edition of this textbook, which is the 4th edition, and the previous edition of this textbook, the 3rd edition. And you can see right away that there's a big difference between price. This price at the top is if you were going to buy a brand new copy of this book. A lot of students prefer to have a brand new copy so that they can make their own notes and highlights in the text. There are other students who are just fine using a textbook that others have used before, and so Which Edition also gives you a price comparison down here of the used price for both the previous and the current prices. And as you can see, you're going to save a lot of money purchasing the previous 3rd edition. But that raises the question, what's the difference between these two books? Well, it would be nice to be able to look at both books and do a page-by-page comparison, but since that information isn't available, let's look at the information that we do have available. The publication dates are here. So the current edition is 2 years old, and the previous edition is 3 years older than that. And we also have the page count here, and so the newest edition has 32 more pages in it, as well as the publisher information. And so this section down here tells you any major differences, but this publisher information is not giving us much additional information here. And so if you're going to use a previous edition textbook, there's some risks involved with that, and so you need to make a decision based on your best understanding of the course requirements. And but Which Edition is going to help you with that by giving you better information so that you can make better decisions. If you buy the previous edition of this Introduction to Chemistry class, you'll be saving 28% as opposed to the current edition. And if you're in the market for a used book, you can save 87%, an amazing difference over buying the current edition in the used condition. Let's look at the other textbook that is required. The lab manual here is Conceptual Chemistry, and so we'll put that into our search box. And Which Edition will bring up a side-by-side comparison of this textbook, Conceptual Chemistry. The current edition is the 5th edition. The 4th edition is on the right here. And again, there's a big difference between the new prices, which you can see there. If you click on any of these links, it'll take you to Amazon so that you can make your textbook purchase. Once again, there's some differences between these books, and so there's about almost 100 more pages in the newest edition of the Conceptual Chemistry class, although the publisher information doesn't give us much information about what those changes are. We'll definitely save a lot of money if we're in the market for a new textbook by purchasing the previous edition. But if we're in the market for a used textbook, there's no need to buy a previous edition, because you can get a good condition used copy of this textbook for $74. And for some reason there aren't any cheaper copies of that available in the previous edition. Alright, let's see what we found out in our investigation today. In this Introductory Chemistry course, there are 2 required textbooks, and if we're in the market for brand new textbooks, buying both will cost us $318.22 if we purchase the current edition. We'll spend $209 if we're buying the previous edition, for a savings of $109, a 34% savings. If we're in the market for used textbooks and we're buying the current editions, we'll spend $145 on these two textbooks. If we buy the previous edition of the one textbook where that actually gave us a price advantage, we'll end up saving $67.17 for a total savings of 46%. I think you see why I am very excited about Which Edition and how it can help you as a college student save money on your textbook. Come out to the WhichEdition.com website. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Do your own investigation and save yourself some money on your college textbook.